remember always, our strength comes from our blood, from our family.
Slow down, you crab crotch, crud creeping, mustard colored meat maggot, or I'll knock you on your...
Ow.
Ah, bite and why, you brisket-baned lard apple, you shim-shaped shovel-faced schmagegi. Shove it up your...
Ow.
Duckman, your head's so far up your...
Ow.
Ah, kiss my...
Ow.
Ajax, why do you keep yelling ow?
Dad, Mambo's kicking me.
I am not. You're kicking yourself.
Say, you're right. Why would I do that? Sometimes I'm so stupid I could kick myself. Ow!
Can it, all of you! The whole point of this vacation is to stop all the fighting we've been doing lately. We're not even there yet, and we're already squabbling like a bunch of Hungarians.
Aunt Bernice, it's been 4 years since Zsa Zsa rear-ended you. Let it go.
Your Aunt Bernice is right. And not just about Hungarians, either. The least you can do is behave. Didn't I give you boys what you've always wanted? A visit to a real Indian reservation.
Wow. Will we learn all about genuine Native American traditions?
Ajax, you can always learn something if you're not careful.
Duckman, I thought Cornfed was supposed to be following us.
Yeah, I managed to lose him about an hour ago. Well, here we are.
I should have known this pagan pleasure palace be your idea of a genuine Native American reservation.
Bernice, for shame. Supporting the mystifyingly legal ventures of our Indian brethren is a way of atoning for making them pick all that cotton.
Dad, Indians never picked cotton.
What the hell's their beef?
Wow. No wonder aggregate gains in leisure and gaming sectors soared 8%, defying NASDAQ trends. Am I the only one who finds Lou Dobbs hypnotic?
Come on, let's crash this teepee and start spending heap big wampum.
Sorry to interrupt your grotesque cultural stereotype, but may I help you with something? Finding an exit, perhaps? Or showing you how soap works?
Don't flip your wigwam, Big Chief Fancy Pants. We're checking in. You see, we, have a reservation! Woo! If I slap my knee any harder, it'll be a wounded knee. Hey, we left our bags outside because we didn't want to tote them around. Hey, here's my imitation of Geronimo jumping out of a plane. Me! Me! Don't worry if you don't get them all, Buck. I got 1 million of them.
Oh, goody.
Blaze the trail, Tonto. This is going to be the bestest vacation ever.
Duckman, I can't believe we got kicked out of the spa because you started whizzing in the pool.
Shows what you know. I started whizzing long before I got in the pool.
Oh, dear, sir. I'm afraid that...
I'll just bet you're afraid, Red. All these white people must give you flashbacks to the scalping the Redskins took at Little Bighorn. But don't worry. We're just here to stuff our pale faces, so scout us a table and rev up the chuck wagon.
Duckman.
Dad?
What? They like when you steal. They're a very giving people. That's how we get the phrase Indian giver. See? You're learning already.
Hello, I'm Thomas. I'll be your server. Let me tell you about our special tonight. You begin with an appetizer of grilled leeks with saffron.
Yeah, get me a tumbler of wild turkey and keep them coming. As for dinner, let's make this simple. Country fried steak and fish sticks for everybody. And make the french fries crinkle cut, okay? Holds the ketchup better. Hey, walks with a swish. Chop, chop on the firewater, capiche?
I almost made it. Through the giggling and the peekaboo and the patty cake, through interminable readings from Deepak Chopra and Life's Little Instruction Book. But then, during the Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat medley, I just snapped.
Glove compartment?
Tailpipe. I gave the valet $10 to wait a while before he prized them out.
Shrewd.
Duckman, why is that woman staring at us and taking notes?
Guilty. Please forgive me. I don't mean to intrude, but I have been watching you. I'm Dr. Susan Fox.
The renowned family therapist and best-selling author?
Yes. Forgive me if I'm being presumptuous, but presumption is just, well, something I do, not your problem. Based on the behaviors I've observed over the last 2 days, I believe that unless you let me help you, this family will self-destruct in a heartbreakingly tragic and violent way.
Yeah. Woo! I'm Peking Duck.
Tragic? Violent? What do you mean, Dr. Fox?
You see, in my landmark book, The Ties That Divide, now available wherever quality paperbacks are sold, I devised the Fox scale of dysfunctional crisis. This group scores an 87.
Is that bad?
Well, the Jacksons only scored 61. The good news is it's not too late. I came here for some peace and quiet to write my new book, which will finally offer hope to agoraphobics. But you people offer a much more exciting opportunity. With your permission, I'd like to work with you and make that my book.
What about the agoraphobics?
They're not going anywhere. Well then, what do you say? I could save your family.
Hold your horses, Dr. Fox, medicine woman. What makes you think we're dysfunctional?
Look, Dodd, I'm eating more French fries than ever. Love me, Dodd. Love me.
Call it a hunch.
Well, get some other rats for your snake pit, Doc. Case closed. Waiter, powwow now! This steak is raw. It's got more pink than showgirls. Wrangle this slab back to the flame, okay, babe? Come on, move! Hey, up! They're such children.
Bon appetit.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, now we're talking. Wow. There's like 1,000 tiny taste sensations. See? It takes an American to get things done.
Well, I really have to go now. But I'll reserve the mezzanine conference room in case you change your mind. I'll be there tomorrow at 10. I hope you'll all be there, too. This may be your last hope to survive the hideous doom to come. Been a pleasure. Good night.
Please, Dad. We'd learn a lot about ourselves. And avoid the disaster and tragedy the doctor spoke of.
There is nothing wrong with this family that some old-fashioned belt beatings wouldn't solve. No more. No shrinks. It's shrinks that made this country touchy-feely. It's shrinks that blab and blab on Sally Jesse so the teenage nymphomaniacs can't get a word in edgewise. It was shrinks that made me and Mom stop bathing together when I was 15, just when I needed her love the most. No shrinks, and that's final. There's nothing wrong with this family. Hey, waiter, uno mas.
This family will self-destruct in a tragic and violent way.
Dad.
Love me,
Begin with
Dodd.
an appetizer of grilled leeks with saffron.
You should have taken us to therapy.
Yikes! That's less than ideal. Why didn't any of you tell me that tragedy and violence could happen to me? We're gonna see Doc Fox tomorrow and do whatever it takes to pull out of Dysfunction Junction and save this family.
I'm sure Duckman will be here soon.
Wanna bet he's doing something to further embarrass and humiliate us?
Mambo, you can't be sure.
Hey, that fountain out there's full of change. There are dimes in here.
Duckman, let me start by saying...
No, let me tell you, Madam D.A., exactly what's on the table. I give you the shooter, you plea me down to man 1. I get 8 plus time served, and I'm out in 3. Do we have a deal or not? Oh, Dr. Fox. I'm sorry, I thought this was my 4 o'clock. Forget I said anything.
I'm very proud of all of you for coming. What we're going to do won't be easy for any of you. In order for this to work, you must all be completely 100% honest.
You've got a blue ribbon pair of muskmelons, and Duckman's hungry.
Perhaps we should shoot for 90% honesty.
Yeah, the Duck.
Let me sum up your situation in terms you'll understand. We have a father figure who is too self-obsessed to be a real father.
Ding, ding, ding. Who is? Me.
Duckman, this isn't a game.
Jip.
We have a domineering mother figure who delights in cruelly emasculating the men in her life.
Not just the men.
a boy with an eating disorder totally disconnected from the world, and 2 hyper-intelligent boys who feel disenfranchised from the family.
We're like minor, underwritten characters in our own lives.
Cornfed, the de facto uncle, is a codependent with low self-esteem.
I think she's right, but what do I know?
And you 2 are... What are you 2 again?
We're Mr. Duckman's assistants.
Ha! They're just here so Duckman can take phony baloney tax write-offs.
So?
Dad, it's illegal.
Used to be, Mambo, but thanks to right-wing religious nutballs, it's now a sacred duty to God and America to disobey whatever laws you don't agree with. Which reminds me, if any G-men come sniffing around, we don't have any automatic weapons stockpiled in the basement, okay?
But we don't.
Right.
Charles, how does your dad make you feel when he says things like that?
Well, ashamed, repulsed, scornful.
Just like me and my dad.
Mambo, what would be your vision of the ideal family?
One where intelligence was rewarded. And where sensitive souls are cultivated instead of squashed.
Shut up, or you'll end up like those poets I cold-cocked last week.
Ajax, what about you? What's your vision of the perfect family?
Oh, wow. We finally have the proof that Joe and I have been looking for. You're our long-lost brother. Ajax Hackett. Ajax, you're hurting me.
Uh-oh. He's in Nantucket again. Perhaps we should come back to him.
Well, are we running the session now, Mr. Psychology?
Duckman, I sense you harbor some resentment toward Cornfed.
It's not true.
You resent his competence, don't you?
No.
Open up! I got Karen Blackoff cough syrup. I can get you to admit you resent Cornfed.
Yes, it's true, it's true!
Wow, Mr. Duckman, a breakthrough! Thanks to Dr. Fox. And let's not forget the soul-enriching Native American atmosphere. Let us salute our Indian brothers.
Okay, I'll start with my tribute to Ed Ames!
No, please. Hostility here could reverse the healing process.
Nice one, you pan-fried pony pellet!
I got a hatchet with your name on it, too, Stay Puft Marshmallow Butt.
I can't listen to them fight anymore.
People, please, calm down.
Oh, you want a piece of me? You haven't got the huevos.
It's go time, baby!
Your emotional systems are very raw right now. Count to 10 before
When
you...
you versus 10, I want out of this family. Me too. I've had it up to here. Point at my chin, Charles. I'm busy shaking my fist. Point at your own chin.
Fine. From now on, I want nothing to do with any of you. I have no friends. I have no sister-in-law. Doc, quick, lend me your jacket. I have no sons!
Don't give in to rage!
Ha! You're complaining! I'm the one who sacrificed my life cleaning your post-binge filth, vacuuming up dandruff the size of chickpeas, putting up with visits at all hours from Captain Moron here!
Don't take this the wrong way, but get bent, you lard-bottomed freak.
People, please!
I want out! Me too! Fine! Fine! Goodbye forever!
Helen, keep Joe busy while Brian and I sneak Antonio's goat on the plane.
Okay. This is not good. We must solve this or your family will be destroyed. Now, a good start, Duckman, would be for you to come out from under those chairs.
They're not chairs, they're a fort. I call it Fort Duckman, and only Duckman's allowed in it, and nobody's allowed in it who doesn't like Duckman, or says bad things about Duckman, or treats Duckman bad.
What are you changing your name to? Did somebody hear a voice?
Cornfed, I sense you have issues.
Oh, I have issues. Like the time he had a big date, so he made me miss my mother's funeral to cauterize his lucky goiter. And the time he got drunk and gave my phone number to Karen Black. And the time he sold everything I owned to raise money to buy 3 truckloads of Who's the Boss commemorative plates.
They were supposed to triple in value. Damn you to hell, Tony Danza! Damn you to hell!
Duckman, how does that list of, atrocities honestly make you feel?
Like firing up the charcoal and popping a jug of open pit.
You and what United Nations peacekeeping force?
Somewhere there's got to be therapy you'll respond to. Like foam bats. Or role-playing. Yes. All right, then. Role-playing it is. Now, the idea behind the, Cornfed, what are you doing?
I'll be playing the role of Hal Holbrook in an excerpt from my popular one-man show, Corn-Fed Pig, Is Hal Holbrook, Is James Whitmore, Is Mark Twain Tonight? The L.A. Weekly called it a foot-stomping, rollicking peek at America's dark underbelly.
Let's just stick to people in the room. Perhaps if you assume each other's roles, you'll gain insight into each other's problems. Duckman, you start. Why don't you play the role of corn-fed?
Oh, yeah. Now you're gonna get it.
Take your best shot.
Stay focused. Corn-fed? Tell us about yourself.
Hey, I'm corn-fed. I think I'm so smart because I know everything, and I've had a lot of jobs, so I'm really cool, and my slop don't stink.
Good start. Now, corn-fed, why don't you give it a try? You be Duckman.
Well, I'll try.
Stuff it up, you spinach sprout, you ham-handling hee-haw! I've only got 5 minutes till the pep squad practice is over, and with any luck, I'll be boom-buying sis before lights out! I'm gonna shine the old shank, scrim the old shaw, black the old lamp, etc.
Color me horny, corny my pompous prime. Woo!
No, let's not make this all about Duckman!
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I got one. Well, I'm off to my favorite hooker, myself. Let's face it, I'm always available, always willing, and I really save money with that 5-finger discount.
We're supposed to find common ground!
We found it! We all think Duckman's the problem!
Yeah, but...
Snappy comeback.
Duckman, do you want to say anything?
I don't know. Whatever.
Duckman, I've never met anyone like you, and I don't know you well, but this much I do know about you. You'll fight to have your steak just right. You'll fight not to have to wear a jacket, and you've fought like hell over 100 times today to get a peek down my blouse. Now you have to fight for yourself. Because if everyone thinks you're bad, the only way to convince them otherwise is to share how you feel from the heart.
You mean like OJ did on that video?
Okay. If you like.
You got it, Doc. Wait. You're all so good at playing me. But what role should I play, huh? I could be Bernice. That's right, Duckman. Then I can undercut your authority, constantly humiliate you in public, teach your children to have no respect for you, and devalue your memories of your wife. Or I could be Charles in Mambo, flaunting the fact that I'm smarter than you, treating you like an idiot because you don't know anything about quantum splits, cyclomates, whatever. Why should you act like a father when I never act like sons? I could be Fluffy in Uranus and force my views on you, never respect your right to have your own beliefs. Or I could be Cornfed, always reminding you who's the expert. I'd rather keep subtly blowing my own horn than teaching you to be a better detective or a better friend. Well, you know what? I don't want to be any of you.
Dodd, if I keep being Ajax, will you please keep being my Dodd?
You bet I will.
I think Ajax has taught us something here today. For better or worse, you're the only family you've got, so make the most of it.
You're right, Doctor. Actually, this experience has been cleansing. I feel like you do after a long hot shower.
Well, I'll take your word for that part, but I do feel better. Thanks, Doc.
This is why I got into psychology, to find complex answers to people's real problems. Of course, then I found out where the big money was, making up problems and giving people easy answers to them. So I'm going to forget this whole thing happened.
I already have. Let's go, gang!
Yeah!
A medicine man I met said, don't get yourself in a sweat. When things look gray, just shrug and say, it must have been something I ate.
So, don't get yourself in a snitty set. Tuck your tantrums into your kitty set. It's deserving to be charming, quote
The medicine man.
Whom all agree it's plain to see nobody could be wiser than.
So if your temper's getting a top hen, all you have to do is just stop and pass that peace pipe and bury that hatchet like the Choctaw, Chickasaw, Chattahoochee, Chippewa do. Yeah, if you're feeling mad as a wet hen, mad as you can possibly get, then pass that peace pipe and bury the tomahawk like those Cheechamax, Cherokees, Chapultepec do.
When you're cranky, try to use a little restraint. Fold that hanky and wipe off all that war paint.
If you wanna be an alright guy, not a long-faced blues in the night guy, pass that peace pipe and bury that hatchet. if you wanna power with Duckman, stop your seams from coming unstuck, man. Pass that peace pipe and bury that hatchet.
Write that apology and dispatch it.
When you part, it's grand to patch it.
Take a chill pill down the hatchet.
Bet your phone be glad to match it.
Pass that peace pipe and bury that hatchet like the Chumash, Chickasaws, Chattahoochees, Chippewas, and those Chichimex, Cherokee, Chapultepec, and those Jagudamis, Chepachettes, and Chickapees, Jonchos, Changos, Chattanooga, Chicharros.
Duckman, remove your hand.
Sorry. So if you wanna power with Duckman, stop your seams from coming unstuck, man. Pass that peace pipe and bury that hatchet.
Write that apology and dispatch it.
When you part, it's grand to patch it.
Take a chill pill down the hatchet.
Bet your phone be glad to match it.
Pass that peace pipe and bury that hatchet like the Chumash, Chickasaws, Chattahoochees, Chippewas, and those Chichimex, Cherokee, Chapultepec, and those Jagudamis, Chepachettes, and Chickapees, Jonchos, Changos, Chattanooga, Chicharros.